It was on a day like this, I remember, about 15 years ago. Dilys and I were asked to do an invertebrate survey of an area of land in Worcestershire. We went down, and one of the species that I had in mind of hoping to come across was a tiny green spider called Nigma walckenaeri. It's a beautiful little thing, and I remember being absolutely thrilled to find it on some ivy growing up a telegraph pole. Within 2 or 3 years, Nigma walckenaeri was found in Nottinghamshire, its progress north through the UK being extremely rapid. And it was Dilys and I that found it new for Nottinghamshire in the grounds of Worcestershire Priory. It was on some privet, I remember. And over the years since, it has been in the garden. It's turned up on the lilac. It's been on a tree just up the road. And presently there is one just a few feet above my head on the honeysuckle against the back door. Marvellous. And rather precariously I've been able to get the camera so far off the ground that we can actually see this spider just in here under its silken sheet of web. This is full grown, the one that you may just be able to make out in this web. We will try and extricate it just so that you can see it better. But the amazing thing is, this is yet another species which has raced up north through the country at such a rate. It's a fabulous little thing. Another one of those species that I used to read about and see pictures of. I think I'd like to be able to see that. Will it ever get into Nottinghamshire? Well, it soon got into Leicestershire, and quite often anything that's in Leicestershire is usually in Nottinghamshire. And just a few years since seeing it in Worcestershire, it was in our own garden. And there's a little glimpse of this female Nigma walckenaeri. They live under that little sheet web, usually on the upper side of leaves that are naturally curled like this one. And it's a charming little spider, and it can take prey much larger than itself. And she retreats back into her web. They like to build the webs on any kind of tree which does have leaves like this. It can be privet, it can be larger leaf trees, but lilac is a good one because lilac has leaves which sort of naturally have this sort of upturn on across the leaf. But it's a beautiful little spider. I had one on here last year. I discovered it sort of last autumn. Didn't realise it was on here. It was so nice to see, and I'm not going to disturb her anymore. But what a beautiful little spider, completely harmless, and a brilliant story of success. There are many invertebrates which, despite the heat and drought of this summer, are continuing to be successful.